today's news.
Concern for Israeli hostages.
Don't hurt little children, don't hurt women.
Striking back in Gaza.
Help from Washington.
A U.S. aircraft carrier is on its way.
Good morning. I'm Steve Kathan.
And I'm Imtiaz Tayeb in Tel Aviv with the CBS World News Roundup. Israel pounds targets in Gaza, and the country's army says it's regained control of communities around the Gaza Strip. But warfare rages following the surprise attack by Hamas, with civilians under fire and seized as hostages. The death toll on both sides has reached around 1,200. 260 of the deaths were people at a music festival. Today, Israel's defense minister ordered a total blockade of Gaza. No power, food, or fuel. Holly Williams is in Sderot, an Israeli town close to Gaza.
Israel says it wants vengeance. And in the Gaza Strip, deadly retribution is falling from the sky. In the coming days, Israel's expected to launch a ground incursion. What happened on Saturday is unprecedented. Hamas gunmen, designated as terrorists by the U.S., went on a rampage, slaughtering civilians in the street and kidnapping hostages, including women, children, and the elderly. Some of them were paraded through the streets of Gaza, human trophies that Hamas knows it can use against its enemy. One of the captives is Noah Argamani, a university student who was attending a festival in the desert, hauled away on the back of a motorbike as she screamed for help. She's an amazing person, a sweet child, her father Yaakov told us. I cannot believe it. What do you want the Israeli government to do to get your daughter back? Only by peaceful measures. We need to act with sensitivity, he said. Israel will settle the score with anyone who harms even a hair on the captives' heads, said Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
Seems like Israel had no clue.
Gonen Ben Yitzhak is a former Israeli intelligence officer.
I won't be surprised if they will start to kill some of the hostages in front of the camera.
You're saying these hostages will force the Israeli government to negotiate with Hamas?
Definitely.
Among the victims at that music festival, 22-year-old Gal Levy, who barely managed to get out alive.
We heard the bullet. Everybody started running in panic.
Levy was shot in both legs.
Terrorists standing above me with a gun.
He's not sure if he'll ever walk again. Levy's parents know he's safe, but that's not the case for so many others. With hundreds of people now dead in Israel and in Gaza. For the 2.3 million Palestinians who live there, the vast majority who had no say in Hamas's assault on Israel, they are also paying the ultimate price. Steve?
Well, Imtiaz, this morning the National Security Council confirms the death of 9 U.S. citizens. President Biden condemned the Hamas attack over the weekend and says the U.S. will have Israel's back. Pentagon correspondent Cammie McCormick has more on what the U.S. is doing in the region.
The Pentagon has ordered the carrier strike group to be ready to assist Israel. It was already in the Mediterranean with 5,000 sailors and accompanied by cruisers and destroyers. They could possibly interdict additional weapons from reaching Hamas and conduct surveillance.
We are not afraid! We are not afraid!
Demonstration in support of Israel yesterday in New York City.
They're suffering so much tragedy and heartbreak.
And others gathered too, to denounce the plight of Palestinians.
Palestinians are right to stand up against occupation.
The UN Security Council held an emergency meeting with the U.S. demanding that all 15 members strongly condemn, quote, terrorist attacks committed by Hamas, but the council took no immediate action. 4 minutes after the hour.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.